Hi everyone. Welcome to the session. So I'm Danny J, and we will get started. So welcome to ServiceNow admin, and this is also a developer session. So I will change it to developer and admin demo. So mastering ServiceNow through the right path. Code for the day. Best way to predict the future is to create it. Let me go to the next one. So about me, I'm Danny EJ. You can call me EJ, and I have 14 years of experience into IT. I am ITIL V3 Foundation certified, ServiceNow certified system administrator, working as a senior consultant, manager, and expertise on. I have expertise on ITIL, ITSM, application development, solutioning for IT processes. I'm a consultant for service delivery excellence, and I'm a trainer for ServiceNow platform. So I also done certifications on troubleshooting ServiceNow, and I am doing certifications on UI developers. So UI builder platform, which is based on the workspace concept. So uh, I keep learning and keep myself updated to the upcoming technology because ServiceNow is a vast platform and they keep on adding things. We have to keep on learning to excellence. My inspirations: have great aim, continuously acquire knowledge, hard work, and persevere. So, with these things, you will be definitely having the output of success. Why choose a career in ServiceNow? ServiceNow is a rapidly growing platform in ITSM and enterprise service management. It has a high demand across industries, banking, healthcare, etc. Sorry. It offers multiple career tracks. You can start if you're having a very less experience, like you are a fresher. Uh, so if you're a fresher, you can start with administration, and if you're kind of having some experience, you can have learn this course, and you can go ahead and with the developer. When you get matured and you get experience, you can be a ServiceNow architect and consultant, and etc. etc. There are several other senior roles available for ServiceNow. Uh, why you chose a career in ServiceNow? Again, it has a strong community, and a ServiceNow stays up to the changing IT and the business trends. There are many tools which expire, which cannot meet to the changing IT technology and the business trends. So ServiceNow is not such a tool. It keeps on updating, and they keep them updated and provide new features, new things, and they get the feedback and revert back with lots of releases, upgrades. So which each year they provide two upgrades, and they keep on enhancing the environment and the platform with upcoming technology. They have also incorporated LLM and artificial intelligence into the platform. So those things are now trending, and they are they are being applied by several companies to reduce efforts. So next is the market value of ServiceNow. ServiceNow is a Fortune 500 company with a market cap over dollar 150 billion as of 2024. It is recognized as a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for ITSM tools, adopted by over 80% of Fortune 500 companies. So, average salary for a ServiceNow administrator in India, if you're having just 0 to 2 years, you can easily get up to 8 lakhs, and 2 years and above, you can get up to 5 years, you can get up to 6 lakhs, and seniors get from 17 up to more than 50 lakhs per annum. So it's promising technology in package as well, because there are lots of demand, and the people who know ServiceNow are less in the market. Anything till now you want to talk about? Any comments or clarifications? Okay. So history of ITIL. So it all started. Why ServiceNow was there? Why ServiceNow was built? It all started with the history of ITIL. You can it all started with the ITIL. You have to understand the history of ITIL to learn how these things got built, what from the scratch. ITIL was introduced in 1980s by UK government's uh, Central Computer and Telecommunication Agencies, CCTA. It's a framework for standardizing IT service management. What they were into was the UK government Central Computer and Telecommunication Agency, CCTA. They were looking for a set of best practices for in order to improve their process and help to serve better the UK people. So in order to get that done, they sent a group of people to worldwide to several companies like um, which are like having a good profit, which are having a good value in the market, and having a good name, and they are successful in the market, successful in the world. So they sent people to all those companies, and set of people to study what are they doing, how they are able to get the success. So the group went and studied each and every companies, and came up with several processes, and they are put together into 31 separate books. And then it was in 1989. In 2000 they got reduced into revised and reduced into 9 books. In 2007 it was 5 books, and in 2019 the modern agile DevOps and cloud with which is the ITIL V4 with 34 management practices into 3 categories. So Uh, I would recommend if you can either go with the ITL V3 or V4 to understand the thing. As you see in the diagram here, the picture that is having ITIL in the center and the processes. There are 5 processes that are the 5 books here. Sorry. So the 5 books starts with service strategy, service design, service transition, service operation, and continual process improvement. And out of this processes is the ITSM born. ITSM born out of these processes. So until now, I have been fast because these are the things we have to cover fast and get into the demo of the tool. So stop me if I have to slow down, and uh, we can do it. So next is you can see like there are, if I zoom in, so you will be able to see several processes inside that. Service operation is having incident management, event management, problem management. Service transition is having change management, knowledge management, release deploy management, service testing, validation, configuration management systems. Service design is having supplier management, SLM, service level management, service catalog management, availability management. Continual process improvement is having reporting, and service measurement. So these are the 5 different books or the 5 different processes based on which the ITL is functioning. So now back. So we had several tools like HP Service Manager, BMC Remedy in 2000s, and IBM Tivoli's CA Service Desk. Later comes in after 2010 onwards, the cloud-based platform, that is the ServiceNow platform. So This is a cloud-based platform. Uh, the ITSM tools started evolving from the on-prem to, that is on-premises, from server client side based technology on-premises to a cloud-based technology to SaaS, software as a service for scalability, automation, and user experience. So basics of ITIL, as I said, we have several key processes are incident management, problem management, change management, service request management. So ITSM overview, ITSM delivers IT services in a structured way. So each are going to have a process. Incident is having a process like whenever an incident is created, it is in a new state, and then whenever it is assigned to a person, it goes to the in progress state, and then whenever the person technician works and close it, it goes to the resolve state, and then for the closure. So if you want to understand the background and the basics of these things, you can consider when you are facing a broadband issue in the normal world, in the real world, you will be calling to the customer care, right? So the customer care, uh, they they go and check your connection from their end, whether they are getting response from your router or not. And if they are getting some response, they say that you may have to check your whether you are near to your system, or you have to restart your system, check your Wi-Fi is on in your system because we don't find any issues from our side. So those are the basic troubleshooting things the service desk will say. With that, the issue can be resolved. But if the issue persists, then if they find something like something is broken and the service signal is not received, then they raise a ticket for that. That is kind of the incident ticket, which will be in the open state, and it will be assigned to a person, a group, and a individual, and he will come and attend it and resolve it. A similar kind of process is what we have for incident. And problem is something when um, the issue is keep on occurring again and again, repetitive issues. So we need to find the root cause, right? So whenever some issue is keep on occurring, there could be some reason behind it, and there cannot be tickets keep on coming and for the customer care, because they are already having a lot of work. So for the customer and the customer care executive or the service desk, it is very important for them to um, resolve this, right, this issue. In order to resolve this repetitive issue, what we need is we have to find the root cause. So there is a set of process that is defined in the problem. So whenever an issue incident is keep on occurring, it is considered as a problem, and a problem ticket is created, and it is assigned to a problem management person. He goes and works on it, tries, and he has to find out the root cause for this issue. And then after finding the root cause, he has to provide a fix to that so that this incident doesn't occur again. Suppose an incident is occurring because of a hardware failure or an uh, issue with the hardware, which is kind of intermittent, then that hardware needs to be changed, right? There comes the change management process. And change management has a different set of process where the change team is involved, and this particular change has to be planned well, and it has to be approved by the managers, and it has a set of process, right? So this they are having a set of process. And the request management is something if a person is joining an organization and he needs a set of access to a particular resource, or need to be access to a particular uh, role. So all those things are provided by the request management. And if there is a request for hardware, everything comes under request management. CMDB is configuration management database, which is very important, like ServiceNow as a um, handles this CMDB database using the separate database table, that is a CMDB table, and the configuration items are stored there. The configuration items are all the resources that are going to provide um, um, IT services are all recorded under the CMDB database, network hub, router, or um, server, whatever it is, all that are related to an IT infrastructure, and it is providing a service to the IT, they are all recorded as a CI. So ServiceNow history, you can go ahead and look into it into Google, and you know that it was developed by Fred Luddy in 2004, and it came up as a replacement for all the ITSM tools that are available with a cloud-based platform. And it focuses on now, after 2023, it focuses on AI and hyper automation, and it, you know, it's a low code and or a no code platform they are looking forward. So that's about the latest trends, and ServiceNow keeps on expanding based on the releases, hardware upgrades. We have HR management. So they have introduced new modules for HR, service operation, GRC, governance, risk, and compliance, and even customer service management, CSM. So, introduction to ServiceNow. ServiceNow is a cloud-based platform founded by Fred Luddy in 2003, 2004. ServiceNow helps organization manage automotive various business processes, ITSM management, ITOM, CSM, etc. So these things are several modules we are going to cover in this training about the ITSM modules, and we are going to create our own application into ServiceNow, and we are going to put our hands into the ServiceNow platform, and we are going to work on it and have learn how to handle the platform, how to create forms, design, how to work on the logics, all those things. ServiceNow architecture, it is a client. Um, we have the client machine, and we have the data centers, the clouds, in the cloud, and the client server architecture works like this. The client machine sends a request over the net, and it goes to the load balancer. It looks for the authentication and sends to the um, authenticates the users and send it to the application nodes, and then the application nodes reaches the database. The database is where all the records are stored. Everything that we see on the ServiceNow platform are all in the database. The database sends a reply back to the node with the based on the request, and with the set of data that is requested, and it is loaded into the client browser. So the client machine, whatever we see, we are using the web browser. ServiceNow is a web-based application, or all are handling happening using the URL. So this is about ServiceNow architecture. I know this is going to be a high level for you, and in case if you can't like kind of having a difficulty in understanding this, you can let me know. I can revisit them and give you some understanding. It is just the basic things that you have to know, what is happening at the background, and the history of ServiceNow, so that you can it will be helpful for you to be comfortable and on what you are working on and how it got developed. I would always look into the history and how things got developed. So to, yeah, instead of going and working into something, ServiceNow, it's a platform, some tool, you have to understand the history, and it will make things interesting. Why? What is the purpose of this tool? So how it got developed, how it got to such a big success. So those things will help you to understand it. So all are simple concepts. When you go step by step, you can understand. You have to spend some time browsing over the net and spend some time understanding the concepts, the base of ServiceNow based on the history and the architecture. So let's get started. Uh, the first thing is um, ServiceNow provides us with a personal developer instance to learn it. So organizations that they are using the ServiceNow, they will be having three URLs. Okay, they will be having a developer URL, uh, a test URL, and a prod URL. So let me show you that. Something like I'll get a notepad for that. So companies basically they will be using three URLs or a four URL. One is for dev and another is for test and another is for prod, and they will be also provided with a QA instance. So these are all the different instances and they are going to have a URL kind of this way. HTTPS:// // for example, if you're working for some company like Flytech, okay, just an imaginary company. .servicenow.com is the base, will be the URL, will be the structure of the URL for dev. And if they will provide this as a for the dev instance. For the test instance, they will be having test here, something like this, and the prod doesn't have anything. Maybe they, if they want, they can have a prod, or sometimes it is just without anything like test or dev. For QA, it is going to be QA here. So generally, when when a company subscribes or buys a ServiceNow instance and they want to use ServiceNow platform, they go and reach ServiceNow company, ServiceNow as a team, and they will help in getting them the ServiceNow instance. When they give the ServiceNow instance, they will provide it something like out of box. They will have provide with some of the basic things that are already developed, and those things need to be configured according to the company's need. So for us, we will not be able to act. We are not having any company, right? For us to learn, these instances will be having a set of modules and applications. For us to learn how those instances are going to look and how they work, we ourselves can learn it because ServiceNow provides a personal developer instance, something called a personal developer instance. If you type in Google, you will be able to see developer.servicenow.com. You can type this, or you can type like straight away developer ServiceNow. Okay. If you type this, you will be able to get this URL. You have to go inside this. Since I have been using this, I got registered. It is opening my profile. Let me open here. Developer ServiceNow. So if you go here, you can see sign in, right? But we don't have any account. You have to go and create your own account, sign up and start building. Okay. If you click on that, it will ask you to fill out this form. You have to give your personal email ID, a name, a country name, etc., and submit it. Sign up. Once you sign up, you will be able to get your own personal developer instance, something like this. And you can see your profile and what the release. Currently, it is in Yokohama for me, and my profile you can see, and you can see other things like the release instance and the role of this user, all those things. So these are the basic things we will be covering up in our training sessions once we start the training. This is being a demo. I have to be covering an overview of everything. So what we are going to see in this training. So when I click on start building, you can see currently we are in Yokohama instance. Zandu, Washington, they are all named according to alphabetical order based on the city name. And right now we are in Yokohama. Next will be um, having Z instance, company starting with the city name starting with Z. That will be the next upgrade. So this is the ServiceNow platform for the personal developer instance. For my profile, when they provide you when you open up, you will be given all the access. That is, you will be having the admin access. So you can go and play around and create several stuffs for your own, create your own platform, create your own applications, etc. So this is about creating the PDI for ServiceNow personal developer instance. So we will create a PDI. I will help you to understand the tool based skeleton, the tool concepts. Then we will be having some practice hands on the personal developer instance, and you can also play around the out of box data. There are several out of box data that are available for in the platform. For example, if you go to users, these are all the users of ServiceNow. If you go to the user module, you will be opened up with the user table, that is the sys underscore user table, and there are several users that are available here, right? They are all coming out of box they are provided by ServiceNow itself. So for us to learn, they provide some data which we can use. We can also create our own data. They are called out of box data. And then we have design your own application. Okay. We can create our own application using the platform. We will be doing that in our training. So the general agenda is the training starts with ITIL, ITSM overview, introduction to ServiceNow. The core part of ServiceNow training is understanding the tables. The tables are where the base things of core part of ServiceNow, from where all these data are coming up into the instance. So all these data are coming from the table, and the tables are in the database. The database is in the cloud. As you know, the cloud is having a set of 22 data centers all around the globe, and each data center is going to have a copy of your data. So whenever something goes down, the other instance, that is the other data center that is near you, that will be giving you the data, so that there is no interruption to the users. The next thing is we will be seeing the ACLs, basics of ACLs, which is the read, write, update, and delete. access for the tables data and the configurations of that. That is about the security part of the data. The next is the UI policy, the client script, which are all the based on the client side, and then we will go to the server side scripting, which is business rule, and script includes UI action, which is both kind of server and client, event registry, notification, CMDB basics, service catalog, REST API, that is about integration, and we go into the additional concepts. So this is the agenda that is going to be covered under the training part, and I'll be adding lots of tips and uh, to the course and provide you lots of information wherever possible, extra information wherever possible when we come across any topic. These are the things about the ServiceNow tables. Uh, there are several tables in ServiceNow. They are the task table, incident table, CMDB CI, request table. Currently, what we see here is the user table, sys underscore user table is one of the table. If you want to see the tables, you can go and go to tables here. You can go to system definition table. You will be able to see all the tables that are listed here, right? Task table, give a name, task. You will be able to see the task table here. So this is how this is what I'm speaking about when we talk about tables. So we can also create our own table. They are called custom table. These things are something coming out of box, and these are the core tables of ServiceNow. We'll be going through access control, UI policies, which is the client side, and how it is going to help in changing the form dynamically. The form I mean here is if I go to incident form. So here, go to active, that is their open incident, open any of it. So whenever there is any change into one of the field, the other field will be changing, right? For example, if we are changing from new, this is new, the assignment group is doesn't have a star here. That means when the state is new, it is not mandatory, right? This form, when the state is new, the assignment group is not mandatory. When the state changes in progress, it becomes mandatory. I will not be able to save unless I fill this, right? So those things are about the UI policy. Similarly, we have the client script, which is going to be somewhat having extra logics, somewhat having extra uh, logics involved, or somewhat light of like having a complex logic involved. Then we go with the client script. There are different types of client scripts: on load, on change, on submit, cell edit. The next is we have the business rule. Business rule are server side scripts that executes when we are going to handle the database operations. That is like there are different types before database operation is performed. That is create, read, delete, or update. We can say CURD, right? After before an operation happens, that is called before business rule. After business rule, we have when that is to be executed after a data is inserted, updated, or deleted, asynchronous, and we have display business rule. I have to be fast here because this is going to be a demo session. We will be covering slow and detailed into all these topics when we are going into the training stuff. So this is about the scripting code, which is reusable code, which is the reusable logics that can be called from any of the server side script, and script include is also a server side scripting. UI actions. is something that we see, what we see on the form. If you see these buttons, right, they are all the UI actions, buttons, links, and the menus. The available here, they are all based on the UI actions. They are all built on based on the UI actions. Event registry is it when a particular incident. I'm taking an incident form incident here because it's simple to understand. Whenever this incident is assigned to a particular person, okay, so this is assigned to this user. When it's assigned to this user, you will be having an email ID, right? So you will be getting an email notification when this incident is assigned to you. Hey, an incident is assigned to you. Go and check it and resolve it. So you will be getting an email. So based on that email or SMS notification, several things are possible. So based on that, he will be notified and he has to, we will go and work on it. So those things are handled by the event registry and the event notification. Notifications are the format in which the email has to be sent and when the email has to be sent, all those things. The next is the API. This is about the integration. If we want to connect to some of the other tools like Jira or other tools like Salesforce or some other Microsoft tools, Azure, etc. So the data has to be transferred from those tools to ServiceNow or from ServiceNow to those tools. Then we use the integration. There are two types of integration that is supported by ServiceNow, the REST and SOAP integration. We will be covering them, and the CMDB basics we'll be covering. CMDB is about the configuration items and the relationships and the dependencies of it. Then we will have the service catalog. It is service request management and the catalog building and the catalog items, the different, how the flows are built, all those things. The next are the other concepts I'll be covering in between the courses, like views, SLA definition, related list, reports, schedule jobs, service portal, dashboards, and widgets. So this is about the things that are going to be covered, and let me go back to this ServiceNow PDI, and I'll give you some basic understanding of it. So when I go and click on Start Building, it opens up this page, right? So this is the page that is visible to us when which is already set, like the opening page for this user, and we can see the elements of this, right? Here you will be seeing the user who is logged in. You are the user and you are given a name called system administrator. Since this is a PDI, when you are into a company, your name will be appearing here, okay? For example, if it's for me, I'll be having Danny, EJ, and this now, okay? And the role of this user, you are provided automatically with the system administrator role. So for you to go and work on several stuffs. So all the capabilities and provisions are given to you to work on. So this is about the profile we have. It's about this is this user, right? When you are into a company, it's showing, it will be showing your name, your email ID, and the date time format this system is going to accept. Next is the preference has the time format, etc. That is how you want this to be displayed. The theme, if you want a dark theme, see, you can set the dark theme here. See this, now it is like black, right? It's kind of, so catalog, so the theme looks black. So this is about it. There are several stuffs like how to load with the forms, the display you want, the theme you want, and the accessibility things, the notifications, preference for the notification, allow notification like whenever you are getting a ticket, it will be notified here. And we have the debugging option, the language, the time zone you are into, you can set it, and the time format you want, you can set it. When you set these things, you will be able to get the same type of format into all your items. If you are working on incident, the time format will be in that format, and your time settings will be in that time zone. Those kind of things are set here. Um, Debugging options are advanced concepts. The notification, talking about notifications. Once you set allow notifications, you will be able to get the notifications here, and you can see this bell icon where it will show a red dot and the list of all the notifications that you have received. Hey, you are assigned to a ticket. Go and look into it. So that ticket will be displayed here. You can click on that link and automatically it will take it to that place. This is about show help, where you have a lot of product documentation. You can go and refer online for ServiceNow. It is, if you click on this, it will take you to ServiceNow product documentation. You type something about what you are looking for. Okay. You have to sign up for this. You have to create your own account and log in, and in case so you will be able to search um, ServiceNow dashboards. So you can go and search it, and you will be able to get a lot of information of what it is, how to set service notification, how to go to the dashboards, what is the menu option that is available, all those things. So when you're stuck somewhere, we can go here, browse the product documentation, and you can, there will be always a help available for you online. Next is about the chat. Start discussing with the person who are online. Suppose you are in a company, there are list several person and several team members who are working on it, working in ServiceNow platform. So if you want to chat with them directly from ServiceNow, you can do it from here. So this is about the application scope and update sets. Application scope is currently in which application you are. Generally, it should be global. By default, it will show you global, and your update set will be default. Update set is something that will help you to capture whatever, whenever we are in an organization, we will be, if you are a developer or an admin, you will be allowed to make the changes only in the dev instance. So whatever you are doing, you are not going to do it in the prod instance, because prod is used by worldwide customers and you cannot mess with it. So when you are working or doing something, creating or configuration something, you will be working in this dev instance and you will be provided access to this. In the dev instance, whatever things that you are going to capture, that you are going to configure, they are going to be captured in the update set. So if you want to create one of if you are going to do any customization, you have to create your own update set. Okay. You can go here, click on plus, and create your update set. You can give a format. They generally that they will be giving a format 2025. Each company follows some convention, naming convention for update sets. 31 VP demo. Okay. So once I save this, you can see that this will change from this to uh, sometimes, it will ask like submit and make this current. So you can make this current, which will make this to appear here. Okay. See, right now we are this. This is what we have created. This updates it. So when I'm going and making any changes to any of the form design or UI policy or any script, this will be captured here in the update set logs, and they will be there with you. Once you have completed your configuration, you can go and click on complete, and then this can be transferred from this instance by making a connection to the another instance, the test instance, directly. So all the changes you have done can be moved to that instance and it can be committed, and that instance will be having the changes. That's how the data is moved from one instance to another, that is using the update set. The next is search. For example, if you are going to search something, anything you want, okay, issue, laptop issue, I don't know whether what's going to show up. Let me try. Whatever that is, this is not going to search online, this is going to search this platform, the data in the platform. Okay, whatever available related to laptop, it is going to show up all the data that are available for this instance related to platform issue, laptop issue. See, there are several things that are coming up. So you can go and search. You can also search based on a ticket number. Go back, and this is something I'm going to search this ticket number. So it is going showing us the ticket which issue with email, right? So this is about search. It is going to search global search for this old platform, old instance. And then we have this. This is the context fill. At any particular time, it will show us where we are. We are in this incident form right now. So this is the context fill. Context fill right now shows is telling search results for this incident, right? So something like that. So we are in update set. Now we are in incident view, self-service view. So we are in catalog. This is the initial form that we loaded, ServiceNow, right? So this is the context fill. This is the starting page, which is showing ServiceNow. Okay. Then we have the admin tab, which is having the list of all things like where the admin home is, right? When we click on this, it's going to show the home page of admins that is already set, right? This is going to be the admin home. So those things we are not going to use much on these things. We will be working on several other stuff. This is about the workspace. Workspace is something kind of uh, give me a minute. Let me drink water. It's about a consolidated view of any um, thing that you're working. For example, if you're into ITSM, it will show us different ITSM modules in a single window, which instead of opening different tabs, everything will be organized and you can hover from one tab to another within this platform itself. So workspace are new concepts that are being built up, and history is about what we have seen, what we are browsed into, and what we have worked few minutes ago. You know that I went to use a table, it has been set here. Instead of going back and searching something which we have already worked, we can go to history and go back there. And the favorite is something which you can set it as favorite if you keep on going to work on knowledge. Okay, you can click here the star, go to all modules, click on star. It is going to add this knowledge to your favorites. If I click on favorites now, and it is going to show the knowledge. So this is the favorites which we can select it from here. And this is called menu navigation, and this is having all the modules here and the applications and the modules here. called self-service. You can go to incident. You can see, you can type if you want to go to problem or a change module. You can type change and it takes you to change, and you can go and select what type of view you want, all the changes. So this is the list view, which is kind of having all the records that are available on the table. We also have a form view. There are two views. One is the list view. When we create a ticket, it'll be in the form view. Like this is the form view. There are two views for ServiceNow. And this is overall, this is called the banner. This is called the banner. And this is the URL for ServiceNow. And when we are into any table, like we went to change table, right? Let me go back to change request. When we are into any table, that table name will be displayed here. Change table. We are into this table. So the table, if you go to table also, it is going to show, take us to the same page. So these are the basics of ServiceNow UI. Okay. So I think I pretty much covered all the basics, and we are good to start with the training. Any questions you have?